Welcome to
Car Rides with Little Miss Gigi,
a place where girls like you will be inspired by godly stories. Hi girls, it's Esther here.
and Valentina.
And me, it's Poppy. Hi girls.
And today we're at an excursion.
That's right, we are at a shearing farm.
Oh, look at that long lamb. Do you think they shear lambs?
I'm not really sure, but I do have some exciting facts in my glitter box. Shall we go see?
Yes, I really want to see what's in your glitter box. But while you're doing that, I'm going to go talk to the farmers to see if they shear long lambs.
Okay, girls, in my glitter box today, I've got 5 sheep facts. That's right, we get to do a bit of learning on our excursion. Fact number 1. Sheep are mammals. This is because they don't lay eggs. They are warm-blooded, just like us, and their mummies give them milk, just like our mummies give us milk. Fact number 2. While not as popular as cow's or goat's milk, you can also drink sheep's milk, and you can use it in cheese and yogurt. I don't know if I would try that. Anyway, fact number 3. Sheep are herbivores. This means they eat mostly grass, clover, and other pasture plants. I'm pretty sure they don't eat any meat. Fact number 4. Wowee! Listen to this. There are around 1 billion sheep in the world. Wow! And number 5. An adult male sheep is called a ram. An adult female sheep is known as a ewe. And that's spelled kind of funny. And those cute little tiny ones are called lambs, and I just love them. I want to take one home. Anyway, I hope you've learned something. Till next time, girls, and if you see a little sheep or a lamb, my absolute favorite, make sure you say hello. Bye, girls.
Thanks, Poppy. Those are really interesting facts. I learned a lot of things. And do you know how the word ewe for the female sheep is spelled? Well, let me help you. It's spelled E-W-E. Isn't that interesting? I found it really interesting. What about you, Valentina?
That is a really, really weird way to spell one word.
Yes, and we are talking about sheep because the story today is about Wilbur the Woolly sheep. So, Valentina's going to read you a little bit about what the story is about.
Wilbur the Woolly is a story about trusting the Good Shepherd, and our Good Shepherd is God. Follow Wilbur the sheep on his journey as he learns to trust the Good Shepherd's love for him and discovers that getting his own way isn't always the best.
Okay, girls, ready for the story? Okay, listen up. Here it goes. Wilbur the Woolly, written by Nikki Rogers. There once was a shepherd with 100 sheep, whether on mountains high or in valleys deep. The good shepherd watched and took care of them all. He'd be there to help if any should fall. Each sheep was different. Yes, each one unique. Some played guitar, others played hide and seek. Some sheep were quiet, while others were loud. Some would do art, others danced for a crowd. All those 100 sheep, though none were the same, the Good Shepherd loved and knew each one by name. There would come a time at least once a year that the shepherd would come and be ready to shear. He would shear the wool off each sheep one by one and then let them go, eat and play in the sun. Some sheep were confused about their woolly loss. Did the shepherd just want to show them who was boss? The wise sheep knew that despite the unrest, the Good Shepherd loved them and knew what was best. Wilbur, the sheep, loved his coat, soft and warm. He would run and hide so he wouldn't be shorn. The shepherd would call Wilbur day after day, but Wilbur would just keep on running away. The sheep that were shorn enjoyed feeling light and trusted the shepherd to do what was right. But as Wilbur grew, things weren't going too well. His coat got dirty and started to smell. Wilbur's wool became heavy and his knees started shaking. It was such a weight that his back began aching. He thought he would rest, so he went and lay down. But then he couldn't get himself up from the ground. The Good Shepherd saw the sheep struggling there, so he lovingly lifted up Wilbur with care. He kindly asked Wilbur, "Can I shear you now?" But Wilbur refused and gave him a scowl. The wool grew so thick it soon covered his eyes. It looked like he was wearing some strange disguise. Wilbur's thick wool just kept growing and growing, and before long he couldn't see where he was going. He wandered aimlessly away from the flock, and before too long he had quite a shock. He was scared of heights and found himself stiff, for there Wilbur stood on the edge of a cliff. As Wilbur looked down at the rocks at his feet, he slumped down in sadness and started to bleat. "I wanted to keep my wool all to myself, but this weight is too heavy and bad for my health. I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm all on my own. I'm feeling so lost, and I want to go home." Back in the field, the Good Shepherd frowned, for Wilbur the Woolly was nowhere around. Then from up on the cliff he heard Wilbur call and ran to the lost sheep so he wouldn't fall. The shepherd then led Wilbur down the right track. "My friend, please let me take this load off your back. Can I shear you now, Wilbur?" the Good Shepherd said. The poor worn-out Wilbur just nodded his head. As wool was removed, the whole world seemed much brighter. With each stroke of the shears, his load became lighter. The shepherd clipped Wilbur stroke after stroke. He patted him gently and lovingly spoke. "Your beautiful wool is a blessing, it's true. But if you let it take over, it weighs you down too. I'm here to protect you and help you stay clean. I do things to love you and not to be mean. Your lovely warm wool can bless others, you see, and that's why you grow more than you need." Then off with a skip, feeling so light and free, he thought to himself, "Shepherd really loves me." So from that day on, when it came shearing time, Wilbur the Woolly was the first one in line.
Wow, that was a good story about trusting the Good Shepherd. In other words, our God, because if we don't know what would be good for us, so we might get in a really big mess.
That's right, Valentina. We can get in a big mess if we don't listen to the shepherd. So girls, we hope that you can read the story of the Good Shepherd in the Bible. The story in the Bible is about the lost sheep, and you can find it in Luke 15, 1-7. So make sure that you tell an adult to read it with you because it's really, really good. Anyway, girls, till next time, we hope you have an amazing rest of the week. Bye!
Bye! I think I'm gonna ask if I can shear one of the sheep.
Oh, that's gonna be hard work, but let's try. Let's ask.
Let's go. Come. Don't forget that you're Gigi, gorgeous in God's image.